Hey coach, so glad you found us. A couple things. First of all, go subscribe and like. That really does help us a lot. That's the first thing. Second thing is go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's down in the show notes. Hundreds of videos, office hours, one-on-one calls, my personal email address. I will help you become a better basketball coach. So go over and check it out, teachhoops.com, and let's head off to the video.
Numbered break is simply this. You assign lanes. I'm going to assign my shooting guard to the right side of the floor. Give me a shooting guard over there. 3-man. Shooting guard. Y'all probably run the numbered break, don't you? Do you? You're the point guard, right? How did I know that? You're the 5-man, 4-man, okay? Now, whether after a made foul shot or rebound, we're going to sweep with this point guard. I'll tell you what you can do. Give me my 4-man right here on this edge. You're over there. Now, one of the things that you ought to teach your kids is this, to never get closer than 6 feet to this out-of-bound line right here. 6 feet's not very far. It's just 2 steps, like 1, 2. Hubie Brown says that will save you a lot of turnovers. How many times have you seen a kid step right here? No, you want to play right here in this area right here. Now, 5-man come here and you're just inbounding the ball. Now, we want to get this ball inbound. On a made basket, we don't want it to ever touch the floor. But we want you to take it out of the basket. You can either inbound on either side you want. You want to come right here like this. Now, my point guard, I never ask my point guard to block out. And I'm going to tell you why. At the high school level, I'm sending my 4-man wide open. And if the 4-man gets the rebound, I'm sending my 5-man wide open to the other end. And that's about going to make their point guard do what? Cover back. Usually most people's point guard is the first man back. So I want you to start out in the middle of the floor right here. In other words, every time the ball is shot, you're going to come right here in front of the foul line. Right here, and you are a rebounder. You're a rebounder. You're not just a point guard. Now, one of the things that changed me when I was in junior college, and I started requiring my point guards and my wing people that you're going to be rebounders. These big guys are going to block people out. We're going to keep that big man off the boards with no offensive boards. And I want you to rebound. The point guard, why can't you rebound? Any of y'all remember Foots Walker that was at West Georgia and won the national title? He was 5'9", a point guard. He led the team in rebounding. So lead my team in rebounding, all right? You're the point guard. We're putting you right there. You just get the ball. You don't worry about y'all remember C.M. Newton used to be at Alabama, was the athletic director at Kentucky. Anyway, he had the first black kid that ever played in the SEC. And he could play, and he could play. And he wasn't playing well. He wasn't rebounding like he was supposed to rebound. And CM called him in one day and says, what's the problem, son? And this was a great kid. Now, you can imagine being the first black guy that ever played in the SEC, what he went through. But anyway, when he got through talking to him, he looked at Coach and he said, Coach, can I tell you the truth? He said, sure. He said, answer this question for me then. Do you want me to block out or do you want me to rebound? Which one? What do you think CM told him? He said, rebound, son. He said all of a sudden he went to double figures just like that, rebounding every night. Now, some people like me I was little, but I was slow too. Some of y'all were probably like that. I've got to block out. But you've got some, you don't need to tell them block out. That's why when Gene Durden gets here, he's going to talk to you about the forearm. Just some kids, you can just say, touch him with the forearm and go get it. Just touch and go, touch and go. And if the guy's not there to touch, just go get it. Now, as you take the ball out of bounds right here, we're going to sweep. I want you to I want you to go this way and then come like this and head in that direction right there. Go ahead, going out, stretch on out right there. Now, when you get the ball right here, I used to run the sideline break and people started putting up a 1-3-1 and doing what? Kind of putting me in a basket right there. We're going to slice the floor. If you'll watch, Michigan State play. They do an incredible job of slicing the floor, and he has a rule that's never wrong to slice the floor on the break. So we're going to take the ball, and we're coming here. Now, my 4-man right now, you're a rim runner. Most of y'all already know this, but I want you to stay on that side of the floor. One of the greatest things that's ever come down the pipe in basketball was I heard a high school coach say this a long time ago, and the guy that invented what they call the run and jump, and I hate to tell you he didn't run and jump because a lot of us were doing that back in the 70s, the 80s, and 90s. But there's one part of it, and that is to take your post player and put him on the opposite side of the ball. Do y'all remember Dorsey that played for Memphis? Big 6'8", 6'9" guy, weighed about 300 pounds. He was not very good, but he averaged probably about 16, 18 points a game and got double-figure rebounds. You know why? Because he was on the offside every single time to get rebounds and stickbacks. And when Rose drove the basket, guess who he threw it up to dunk? Well, he got drafted in the NBA, and you've never heard of him since, have you? Well, that's because he put it. That old football coach told me, he says, Pete, he said, if you ever have a football player, it's kind of like your fullback, you know, or maybe one of your guards that's a decent basketball player, but he's not great. He said, just put him on the off block and leave him there, and I promise you he'll get 6 to 8, sometimes 10 points a game. And I tried it, and you know what? It really, really worked. But now we're going to slice this floor. You can't see the circle very much, but I want you to hit the edge of the circle. See, I'm coming. Look how I can see right now. I want you to run to that block, close to the block. Now, see, I can go here. I can go here. Now, you stay behind on a 45-degree angle and a little bit closer. All right, now back up a little bit, right? You want to stay in that relationship with him right here, okay?
Hey, Coach, so happy you're liking the video. Make sure you hit like down below. Subscribe and hit that little bell up above for get notifications because we go live every day.
We're going to bring this down. Now, listen, I learned early on in basketball, if you get the ball to the elbow, good stuff's going to happen. Good stuff. If you can get it there, get that ball up above your head. Now, as you bring this thing down the floor right here, we're looking to get to the basket. Let your point guard go in, out, whatever you want to do, go. But just don't get caught in no man's land. Either get it to the rim or pull up right here and take this shot. Now, you've seen it all the time where the point guard goes over the top. Now, the point is this. A lot of people run the numbered break, but they don't know how to teach it, and they don't know how to practice. And I'm going to do that here in just a few minutes. But now, I want you wings, to swing. All right, we can have the ball back right here. Thank you. You don't have to swing your wings, but if you've got enough depth to do it, it's a good thing to do. And we want to come out about where you are, about the foul line, maybe a little bit below. I like to lift the offense. Now, when this ball goes here to the wing, the first thing that's got to happen now is you've got to sprint as hard as you can, right down through this lane, looking for the ball, and I want you to chip this 5-man, their defender down here. It's not a screen because you're going to keep moving, okay? And you're going to come to the short corner right here. This thing will serve you well right here, okay? Now, when the ball hits the wing, the 4-man goes to the high post. Right there at the foul line. There you go. Back up just a little bit right there and get on kind of a 45-degree angle. These angles are important where you're looking just like this. You got to get out of that lane. And you keep these deep rebounding right here in offense. We want to see that triangle in front of your face, above your forehead right here. Now, very seldom are they going to keep this man from getting the ball right here. Who's guarding him? Another post man. And he's never been taught to get out here and deny the ball. But I think we can get it to you anyway, can't we? Yeah. Now, of course, y'all know what this is, but it's simple. But basketball's simple. Basketball's not rocket science. It's just not. But we want to hit this guy right here. Now, what are you going to do? Right, you're going to dive and dunk. That's what we want to do right here. We want to get to this thing right here, and we want to just bring the house down. Now, and when you get right here, if you get the ball, if that guy there comes, we want you breaking back door. We want you rotating over for that three-point shot over there. Can you make a three? I knew you could. No doubt in my mind. Now, you do this on both sides of the floor. It doesn't matter what it is. Now, and you can do everything you want to do with this. You can change. You can run a dribble handoff over here, you know, and just, y'all seen that on all you pros and colleges. Now, or the other thing that I like even better It's when the ball comes this wing right here, is we loop this guy out. If it's pressure defense, I'm going to come here. Now you go what I call loop. Just go a little bit narrow. That's just okay, so just keep coming on. Come on. Out here. Loop out. We come to here like this, see? We're going to kick this thing right back here to him. You should be at the post now, see? Now, you loop out right there. I'm looking to go back here. Now, I want you, don't come out, I want you right there and back up a little bit now. Now, if I can't get it down in here, I'm coming right here to him, stop right there. Now you're going to come out here instead of head hunting screen on this guy right here. But now it's your job to drive your man into this screen now. It's not for you to go pick anybody. You get your spot right here, try to line it up and get still. Now drive off this pick right here. Drive off this pick. Fade to the corner. Now we're coming right here, and guess what? You got big man right there. Now, I don't want to make it any more complicated than that, but I can tell you over the years, most of my teams averaged at least in the 80s, and we had 2 or 3 high school teams that averaged over 90 points a game. One of them went over 113 different times, and we were playing good people. But the reason I want to do this, I want to run after every single possession. Now, all right?
Hey, Coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like. Second all, go check teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Let me help you put banners and stuff in your gym and become a nationally ranked coach, win more games in less time. Teachhoops.com is a community that will allow you to do that. Go over and check it out, and go check the next video out. Bye.